Country Saturday night. Hey, everybody, what's going on? Derek Andrew joining us tonight. That's going to be pretty cool.
Good evening, Saturday night. You beautiful, beautiful thing. Are you pushing buttons again?
I'm going to push your button in a minute.
Well,
I know I'm beating up my microphone over here again.
And then he's going to wonder why it don't work.
One of these days when we get a sponsor, I'll go buy a new one. Until then. What? Shit. Hey, how is everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the Yanki and the Brit Show.
Welcome to the Yanki and the Brit Show.
That's right. We have the Bozo report from Samo and Nicole coming up here in just a little bit. Derek Andrew is our guest tonight. We have some of his tunage to play for you before he gets here.
Yes, he will be joining us at the top of the hour.
We have a request for Lynn Anderson and Rose Garden from 1970. We'll be jamming that little puppy. And I'd just like to say hello to everybody, such as Sean Adam Williams. What's going on there, mister?
Yes, he is in the chat room.
And the beautiful Brenda the Blender and Cora. Hello, Cora.
Why do I still find that funny?
Beautiful Cora. What?
Brenda the Blender.
I don't know. It was your idea, wasn't it?
I still find that hilarious.
And anybody else that's tuned in, welcome. Thanks for joining us. We'll get on to the music over here because that's what we do. So let's skedaddle right along over here. This is Ethan Wayne and Heaven Needs You with the Yankee and the Brit on a Country Saturday night.
Your choice for country music, the RTM Radio Network.
Yeah! Oh, baby. Motor City Woman, Sean Williams Adams Williams, Sean. He's in the chat. Ask him his name. Yankee and the Brit. Country Saturday night. How's everybody doing over there? Looking good. By request for Mr. Checo, Rose Garden from 1970 and Lynn Anderson right here on the RTM Radio Network.
You're listening to the Yankee and the Brit on the RTM Radio Network. You heard me? Goddammit, you understand what I'm saying to you? Good night.
Yankee and the Brit's the place to be. Radio living is the life for me. Airwaves spreading out so far and wide. Keep your FM, just give me that internet side.
Online is where I'd rather stay. I've got a lot of music to play. I just adore a Yankee view. Darling, I love you, but give me a show to do.
The chat.
The Brats.
On air.
That's fair.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, British life.
The Yankee and the Brit on air. Yankee and the Brit on a Country Saturday night. What's going on? Hey, on the telephone with us is that gorgeous young man, Derek Andrew.
What's going on, y'all?
How you doing?
How are you guys tonight?
Miserable.
Miserable?
Yeah, what the hell? We supposed to smile and be happy or something?
He likes being miserable. Man. He loves being miserable.
This is how I is.
Smiling and being happy is sometimes overrated.
Yes.
That's exactly what I was thinking. What part of this cold, frigid country are you in? The warm part?
Yeah, man. We are we're about 30 miles back outside of Nashville now. We're coming out from Oklahoma City. We had a show at the Oklahoma Fairgrounds last night for the bull riding world finals, and we're making our way back to Georgia.
Woo, did you stay on 8 seconds?
About 7 and a quarter or so.
Oh, get out of here.
Lord, no, I wouldn't get on one of them things if I had to.
Oh, come on. Ain't life supposed to be all about surprise moments?
It would definitely be a surprise.
It'd be a surprise if you got on it, right?
Absolutely.
Who was the winner?
I don't know. I think they finished up tonight. It started on Wednesday, and I think it ends sometime this evening. So they're still rocking and rolling over there.
I haven't watched one of those shows in years, man. I kind of forgot about all that.
Yeah, I haven't been to a rodeo, much less a barrel racing event in a long, long time. So it was really neat to get back into it, though, and see some of the performers and what they do. And then, of course, getting to sing. I always love going out and singing with people. So,
what do they do, like a halftime show?
No, it was actually like a post-event type deal. So after it was over with, everybody gathered into a show barn or a sale barn, and they had a stage and stuff set up there. And so we played from about 9:30 to midnight or so last night.
Oh, man, do I miss a good sale barn. Boy, I used to love those places.
And he says
Yeah,
he's got like
it's really
a
neat.
15-hour trip home.
Wow.
Yeah, it's about 15 hours for us from Oklahoma City back to right outside of Atlanta there. So long drive.
You on a bus or you riding in a four-wheeler?
I am on a 4-wheeler. We are in my pickup truck hauling a trailer back.
Uh-oh, pickup truck. What kind we talking about here?
You should have remembered from last time. You have to say a Ford F-250.
Yeah, no, it's a Ford F-150. So I'm in the F-150, but it's an FX4. So
Is it a
We're
new?
good.
Is it a new one?
yeah, well, it's a 15.
Oh, okay. I just wondered if the new ones are as good as the older ones.
No, I don't think so. I mean, the body almost feels plastic on this thing.
Yeah, isn't that kind of disgusting in a way?
Yeah, so I don't really dig that too much. It don't feel like it's a quarter ton. You know, it's light.
Yeah. Oh, I was trying to decide whether to keep mine. Mine's a '96, so it's got a few years on it. But I was just trying to decide whether just to keep nickel and diming the thing through life because the body and the frame is everything, is like brand new, but she's getting weak otherwise. And I was thinking about getting a new one, but hell, if they're as cheesy as I think they are, I'll just keep the old tin.
Yeah, they are.
Well, good.
They are. The older body styles, are actually sturdy, feel like American made.
Well, let me run this by you then. Do you think? Because I had people laughing at me because I went on a Ford page and said something about it. But do you think they've lost all the manliness?
They've sleeked them out where they look kind of pretty and they're real light and they're flimsy. So yeah, they ain't what they used to be. That's for sure.
Well, some girl came in there and she says, "Well, if you got to base your manliness on what a truck looks like," and I was like, "Oh, brother,
come on now."
She don't even know what manliness is."
Right. I mean. Yeah.
That was a funny comment, though.
Well, I know, it was funny, and I just laughed at her, but I want a damn truck that looks like a man's behind the wheel, and you can take the thing and drive up telephone poles with it or
Jesus,
something.
if you think that, then you've got more problems than what goes on the assembly line.
Exactly.
In your face.
My assembly line works just fine, thank you.
There you go.
So how's the music business treating you? Everything going along as planned?
It is. We're getting a lot more busy than what we were, and the shows are really starting to roll in now. So everything is right on plan with what I had hoped would kind of start happening. So I'm happy with that.
You still got the same band members?
We've changed out a couple people. I've got a new drummer, and I've got a guy playing bass for me. And I've actually gotten I've gotten 2 full-time members now, which is the drummer and the bass player. So I'm happy to have those guys with me. Not to get cheesy or whatever else you want to call it, but they kind of complete the sound that I'm looking for, and they're a really good hang. So it's good to have people on board with me finally.
Those fellas got names? I always like to mention the band because without them, you really ain't got a whole lot.
Yeah, my drummer's name is Mitchell Garrett, and he's actually right here next to me. Say, hey, Mitchell.
How's it going?
Hey, what's going on over there? Riding shotgun.
Yeah, just riding shotgun, keeping Derek company. It's going.
And then lead guitarist is a guy named Seth Wooten.
Just make sure he don't wave that shotgun out the window because you're in Tennessee now.
Right, we're in Tennessee.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep it next to me.
Always at the ready, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Got yourself a John Wayne over there.
Yeah, a natural born John Wayne.
Oh, guys, should be nice.
Fill your hands, you son of a bitch.
Exactly. Show me everything you got.
What's the next step now?
Yes, what is the future for Derek Andrew and his band?
I think the goal is to start working on getting some new music put down. Obviously play more shows and get out and expose ourselves to new people.
Not completely, though, yeah?
Yeah, no, exposure kills people, but...
You're going to keep your trousers on?
Absolutely. Mitchell's not.
Oh!
Yeah, he gets weird. But, no, we want to get out and we want to play to people and play, more places. And, the only real way you can build a true, legitimate following and to get your stuff heard is to actually get out and to promote it. So that's the goal with it. Getting new music laid down is definitely a big next step. So we've got a couple things that we've got lined up that we're trying to look into doing.
Hey, mention nipple night there. Do people...
Nipple night.
Isn't that what he said?
I don't know.
Sounded like you said.
I mean, that never came out of my mouth, but I kind of dig it. So
I thought you said nipple night. So okay, maybe you said nickel night. I don't know.
I don't know what I said, but
Well,
it wasn't
anyways,
nipple night.
While we're on nipple night, have you seen or heard, or does anybody do wet T-shirt contests anymore? Or did Trump outlaw all that stuff?
I don't know. I haven't been in one. I accidentally created one last night. I just totally ran over a bird. I created one last night. I kicked a cup of water off on a girl, but we had a wet T-shirt contest, and she was the winner and the only participant. But other than that, I haven't heard about many.
I wondered if they still do that anymore. Hell, I haven't seen anything like that since I was in my 20s.
Right, yeah, me either. Been a long time.
Well, time to start one.
Right, I think Mitchell should start one.
Yeah, I'll be the only contestant.
Mitchell's going to get his nipples out live on the Yankee and the Brit show.
Break them out, baby.
Throw some water on him. Let's see what he's got.
Oh, man. No, we're in a confined space still, so.
Are you wearing a white shirt, Mitchell?
I actually am. So
He is wearing a white shirt.
Oh!
I'm going to change real quick. Hold on. It's my guy.
Oh, I just converted. Woo!
I know. Can you see him?
Yeah,
my-
too bad. It's not FaceTime, guys. Sorry.
Oh, wrong show. All right.
Right.
Yeah, you had
right.
our minds wandering off a little bit.
My
there.
mind was just wandering all across the side of your pickup truck. So you got an EP in the works, or did you just put one out? What's the story with that?
Well, we put one out a little while ago, and, we had a couple songs off of it that got some pretty good radio airplay. And with those songs, we were able to do what we're doing now. It kind of paved the way for us to go out and play and let more people hear who we are and what we're about. And so with that, we kind of built a following, and we're going to go and use that momentum to put more music out and just do it, literally just repeat the whole process again. So it'll be just like a stepping stone to the next thing.
So are you still doing smaller circuit kind of things, or have you opened for anybody big time or anything like that?
Yeah, we did. Who we do? Luke Combs opened for Jordan Rager. Here recently, I opened for Colin Ray and Brian White, Andy Griggs, and Jamie O'Neill. So we're, it's slowly but surely starting to come into play where some a little bit bigger names I'm able to ride on their coattails for a little bit and use that as a little bit of momentum. So as for the shows that we're traveling in, we're playing in some pretty prominent places now that some bigger artists are actually playing in. So I'm kind of excited about that. So we play, I think this coming weekend we'll be in Virginia in Roanoke at a little place called Sidewinders. And I think, Midland's played there, Granger Smith, Lauren Elena, a bunch of really big names. So we're getting in those type of venues where some of these other artists are playing and getting a name out that we can hold the same venue that these guys are holding.
How do you go about getting a gig like that? Do they call you, hey, can you open a show for us?
Typically with bigger artists like that, the promoter handles the opener, the venue. Sometimes the artist will do it, but typically whoever books that show will also book the promoter or book the opener. There are times when artists travel with their openers. They'll find somebody they want to open the show for them, and they'll take them with them on tour. I have a booking agent who handles all of ours, Miss Kelly, and she does a wonderful job, getting us out and about and getting our names out there for people to hear and want to get us in their venues. So
I guess what I was trying to find out, how you get booked into something like that.
Oh, it's really a hit or miss. There's no rhyme or reason why people choose who they choose, and you can call and ask about it, but usually you'll get the runaround or the I don't know, type spiel. So it's just a difficult process, and you've got to find the one person who makes it happen, and finding that person sometimes is really, really a struggle.
Well, what I was going to say was does that mean that, whoever calls you to book you as an opener, they've been listening to your music, or somebody turned them on to you? I mean,
Yeah. Typically, if you get contacted to be an opener, somebody has either showed them, your music, they found it on their own, and they've enjoyed it, and they'll usually reach out that way.
So you're at the point people are starting to keep an eye on you, so to speak.
Yeah, we're starting to make those little waves, and in the industry, if you will, that it starts out as a ripple, but it grows, you know. And so we're in that ripple phase right now, to where it's slowly building, but it's happening.
Yeah, I didn't know
It's
how
just
else to go
patience.
about asking the question and get that kind of information, because I want the listeners to understand how the process works.
Yeah, it's a fickle process, you know, and the artist will either hear something or the promoter will hear something, you know. Usually there can be a little bug put in their ear where they say, hey, you know, if you ever have an opportunity, just check this person out, and it just goes from there. I mean, it's all about word of mouth and who you talk to and how you make that connection.
So now basically you just go out and keep on jamming, and their people will call your people.
Absolutely. Everywhere we get to play, you know, is always an opportunity. That's the way I look at it. You know, you never know who you're going to play to, whether it's, you know, 2 people or 2,000 people. You got to give them the same show, and hopefully in one of those 2 or 2,000 people, somebody in there, you know, is somebody who wants to do something later on, you know, with your career. So
Yeah, well, that's great, because that lets you focus on the music and what's going on, and everybody else can do the dirty work.
We're still waiting for Mitchell in his white T-shirt and you to come and play in our garden. There's only 3 of us, me, my husband, and our Great Dane.
right.
You what?
We'll leave the Great Dane story out of it with Mitchell, but no, I'm messing.
Put your clothes back on, Mitchell.
Damn it, guys, I was just getting comfortable.
You don't know anything about this dog. Put your clothes on.
I'm not sure Derek is comfortable, though.
I'm not.
Put your willy away.
He's got nipples flapping out the window right now, so
It don't flap.
It's a Tennessee nipple night with a Yankee and the Brit.
right. We're on 840, so if anybody's driving down through here with us and they see a nipple hanging out, then
You ever hear about the WOW stickers?
I haven't.
A while back, probably longer than a while, but there was a radio station, I think, somewhere, and he would mail out you a WOW sticker, and you'd put the WOW sticker on your vehicle, and that meant that women were supposed to flash their boobies at you.
Oh, wow.
So I was just wondering if you had a WOW sticker on your truck, because maybe somebody wanted him to give them a little flash or something.
Well, you know, I mean, I've been looking for them online. I'm going to try to find me one.
We can send you a Yankee and the Brit Show sticker.
Hey, I'll take it, man. You know I'll take it.
It's nipple night with Derek Andrew. Hang on.
Yeah, you send me your address and I will send you a Yankee and the Brit Show sticker.
I will
for your
absolutely
truck.
do it.
What do you said you was pulling a trailer? What's that full of equipment?
Yeah, it's got our gear in it.
No horses, huh?
No horses, not tonight.
You own any horses?
No,
What?
I don't. I don't own, but we have cat. A little bit smaller than the average horse.
You don't.
A little bit smaller than the average Great Dane.
You don't.
Right.
You don't rope and ride Persians, do you,
Well, you know,
Mitchell?
I got my own
Not
things
while he's
I do.
driving.
Right. Yeah. Not while I'm behind the wheel, guys.
Oh God Almighty! What a group you got over there. You guys tell jokes too.
Yeah.
So, have any of the girls in the audience? You got panties sticking to your guitars yet, or you ain't made it to that stage?
No, to my forehead.
Well, hell, you're doing better than everybody else that calls in. They ain't had none yet.
Right.
Yeah, but you wear your
Right.
glasses on your forehead, so they hang off your glasses then, yeah?
Yeah, one of them was so big I kind of flew away like a parachute. It was horrible.
That was probably mine. If it was the size of a giant wedding marquee, it was mine.
Right. Just caught some wind on the parasail. We actually started the song "Come Sail Away," so it was perfect timing.
I could fall out with him.
With
Yeah,
that something
it's
that big,
perfect.
you'd fall into it.
Oh!
Hey,
Why did you call anyway?
I don't know. I was told to. That's all I'm saying.
I see how that works. So, what's the future plans? Just to keep jamming and heading for the stars, right?
Yeah, you know, I guess the way I look at it is I don't like to really set like specific goals. I mean, obviously the overall goal is to pursue music full time and come off the ambulance and stuff. But, you know, I just want to play and enjoy it. And that's the biggest thing is I don't want to make it where it feels like work. You know, I enjoy playing music, and, you know, if it takes me further than what it already has, then I feel like I've done good. And I've already accomplished a lot, you know, for what I feel. And I mean, hell, I opened for Brian White and I got to sing, you know, a song on stage with him. So that was big for me. And so, anything up from here is just progress to me. So I'm satisfied. I'm content.
Well, you're slumming it with the Yankee and the Brit show tonight. You've gone right back downhill.
Thank you, wife.
Snowball.
Boy, you got to love that for a woman.
It's like a game of snakes and ladders, you know. You get all the way up there and then...
Right.
2 steps
And there you
forward,
go.
1 step back.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
We made it so far.
That sounds too much like Donna. Need a little British
Sorry about
accent in there.
Yeah, give
Right.
us your best British accent, Mitchell.
Oh, I don't know.
Can't you do it with your nipples out?
I suppose I do, eh? I take my nipples out from time to time. Only when they flap in the wind. And only if Derek gives me permission because, he's the boss.
He had an A in there. I think that was some Canada coming out.
That sounded like it, eh?
Yeah. He done good. He really did.
I tried, guys.
You did good, you did good.
Oh, brother.
So what are you guys going to sing to us from your Ford F-150?
Come sail away.
Oh, come on,
No, I'm
come on.
joking.
Come on then, you've got to now.
No, Lord, no, I don't even know the words to all that song.
Come sail away.
You're
Come
right.
sail away. Come sail away with me.
There you go.
That's it.
Well, that sucked donkey's balls.
That's why I play drums.
Well, the
Yeah,
drummer's
he-
supposed
he-
to sing too, ain't he?
He sings on The South, the Cadillac 3 song, The South. He sings on that with us.
Is he one of those kind of guys that can't walk and breathe at the same time?
He does good. He does good. No, we're working on him, getting him a mic and getting him out there. It's a long stretch for his neck.
Oh, he's got a long face.
Yeah,
They put it just out of reach,
right. Where we can't quite get to the
Oh,
mic.
reach
So,
it. Oh, a little further.
What's that tell you,
we,
Mitchell? They don't even have a mic for you.
Yeah, we just tell him to scream at his overheads. So they're condensers anyway. So just sing.
Oh, man.
I'm trying to pump him up here, guys.
I know, you're not doing very well though, are you?
Sounds like he's pumping himself up over there.
Yes.
He'll have
Yes,
a
he
set of
is.
tits like mine soon. If he keeps pumping them up.
They keep flapping out the window. They will be as big as yours.
Right. They're stretching as we speak.
Gravity does wonders.
Yes, it does.
All right.
Just
Very
some things.
cool. I guess I'm done here.
Is that everything that you would like to tell us tonight, or is there anything that you would like to declare?
Nothing to declare. Just find me on social media. Hey.
Yes, you guys know what to do, you listeners out there. Find him on Facebook, Derek Andrew, live on the Yankee and the Brit show from his Ford F-150.
You guys be safe now and watch where you're going.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys having us on tonight.
Thanks for giving
Thank
us a
you.
call, man. We appreciate the time, the humor, and the nipple show.
Always. Always. Thanks, Mitchell.
Anytime.
All righty, we're out of here. It's Nipple Night with the Yankee and the Brit on the RTM Radio Network.
The Yankee and the Brit. Yes, Yankee and the Brit. One is a genius, the other's a twit. On the radio, the genes have been spliced. The Yankee and the Brit, 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 Brit.
With the Yankee and the Brit, here's Derek Andrew and All This Time on the RTM Radio Network.
I say, old Bert, it's a good job you got the independent artists on the Yankee and the Brit show on for Saturday night. Because the rest of the stuff out there, it's not music nowadays. It's all just bang, bang, bang. It's all just noise.
That we're gonna forget.
Yankee and the Brit on a country Saturday night. Nipple Night, that is, along with Derek Andrew. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us for a little bit.
Yes,
and his
good evening.
wonderful nipple-bearing drummer over there. You can't beat that. Pretty cool. Here's
That's how
one
he
more.
bashes his drum block.
Shut up. One more from Derek Andrews. Say goodbye on a country Saturday night. What's going on, everybody? Nice to have you hanging out with us. Love you guys tuning in. Got a request for Dan sitting over here in the sidelines, ready to go. You talking about old age and blah, 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 all that hurting and aching and depression and things like that. Yeah, I get the same shit, though, man. I mean, I just turned 60, and I don't even feel like it, but yet when it comes to doing things, boy, I feel way older than that sometimes. You know, I got carpal tunnel, all the different things I've done in my life. I mean, I drove truck for 20 years, but, you know, before that, I've been a sign painter. I've been a carpenter, electrician, did a little roofing, framing crews, and when I was on the framing crew, being young, you got to be that badass carrying that 28-pound friggin' one-swing nail-driving hammer around. That really puts a hurt on you. Breaking up blocks with a sledgehammer, and the list is endless. Crawling around on my knees, laying tile floors. Everything aches. My wrist ache. My hand gets so numb sometimes I can't even sleep at night. But you know what? So what? You have to talk to yourself, and you have to tell yourself, hey, this shit happens. I'm getting older. It goes like that for a lot of people. I know I'm not the only one. But that's just the way it is. So you just talk to yourself and you say, hey, this is the way it's going to be. So what can we do to get around it? How do we work, around this kind of thing? And if you're worse than I am, well, I can understand it's tough. But, you find ways. I mean, one thing that helped me when I moved to Gunner over there is I had a tractor with a bucket. I didn't have to lift heavy things anymore. Saved my back. My back is terrible. I can barely lift 60-pound bags of concrete anymore. That's how weak I'm getting as I get older. And I'm not ashamed to admit it. Hell, I don't care. But, and like Sam always said, his hands start to hurt at, 60 degrees. Hell, I get down to 50 degrees or so, my hands burn and they hurt so bad I can't even go outside. I hate winter. That's why I moved to the South, for one thing, is because Ohio winters were they were killing me. And look at it this year. Look how long the winter is in the North, man. It's like it's never going to end. And I just talked to a friend of mine up there. It was 36 degrees this morning. What, are you out of your friggin' mind living there? I don't know about anybody else, but I could find a reason to live, family or not. I could find a reason to leave. That's ridiculous living in that.
Yeah,
Dan knows. Dan lives up there.
As I found out about leaving the UK, life will go on with or without you.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Pretty soon they'll forget about you, and you'll be in your whole new world, and it won't matter. And yeah, you get depressed. I miss my best friend. That's probably the worst part about leaving up there. But other than that, I don't miss a damn thing now that I've been here, 10 years. I love it here. The weather's easier on me. The weather's, everything's easier. The money's better. Just everything is just better since I came here. And over my life, I had moved a number of times. My first trip from home was I moved to Cleveland, but I could move back home. Then I moved to New York, but I moved back home, with my parents, of course. And I lived outside of Nashville for a while. I lived over in Kentucky for a while. I could always go home. Now Mom and Dad sold the home, and there ain't nothing there. And I had moved to Texas, and Mom, told me one day, if you and your brother are going to live in Texas, then I'm moving to Texas. And she grabbed up Pop and drug him down here, and here they are. So there's nothing for me to go back to. So it was, get a grip, Bradley, and, face the fact this is it. It's time to grow up and move on. So now, I've learned to, like I was saying about Gunner, I had a tractor. I didn't have to pick things up anymore. I pick everything up with a tractor. Everything. I didn't care what it was, a bag of feed.
Even his dick. He stood there taking a piss with the tractor holding his dick.
Well, that's because it used to be so big, but it's shrunk too as I've gotten older.
And then he made the tractor shake just a little bit so that just to,
But that's what I said, It was big enough. It was big enough then when I was younger. But now it's small enough I can handle it myself.
And I say, hey, tractor. More than a shake is classed as playing with it.
You go ahead and rant, Thomas, about something like that, because sometimes it's good to talk about it and get it out of your blood, I'm a miserable son of a bitch. My depression kicks my ass on a regular basis. But like today was a beautiful day. Sunshine. I was happy. I got outside. I worked on the rail a little bit. I got my welder going and my generator going. And I switched things around and worked things out. Now I can weld my track. So, I'm all happy again. And it's just... you just got to deal with it. It's part of life. That's the way it goes, man. I don't want to die. I love getting up and seeing the sun every day. But, hey, it's going to happen one day, Mom and Dad are going to pass away one day. It's all that shit sucks. But that's the way it is. Take it or leave it, My mom gets so mad at me sometimes because I told her today that a friend of ours and hers, she went to school with him and all that. And I said, well, he passed away the other day, and she says, oh, that's too bad. And I go, what, did he die? And she got all, oh, you don't need to be that way. And it's like, well, I'm not being anyway. He died. It happens. We're all going to go.
Who was that?
Richard Hopes. I told you before, Michelle's stepfather.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just, that's the way it is. Deal with it. It's not that bad of a thing. We're here. When we're done, we're out of here. Plain and simple. Sometimes it sounds like, oh, it's not that easy. Well, it is that easy because you're going to die and there ain't nothing you can do about it. That day will come. So, I'm just going to enjoy what I got and make the best of it. That's all. My back hurts? So what? I'll sit down for a few minutes. I'll get up and do it again. I smoke. I've slowed down a little bit, but I can't seem to quit, so what the hell? If that kills me first, oh well, so be it. At least I went out doing the things I like and enjoying things, so, But yeah, it's good to rant once in a while. Get that shit off your chest, Blurt it out. I don't know if Sharon likes to hear you talk about it or not, Donna and I talk about that kind of thing all the time, but that's just the way it goes. It is what it is, as my brother likes to say. I'd just love to get out and work on something, but I can't because I'm too fucked up. If I do, I'm fucked. So find something else to do. Find a different hobby. Find a different something, Go out and plant a garden. Plant something. I don't know. Find something else to compensate for it. Don't let it get you down. Takes two hands to handle a Whopper. The two-fisted wiener from Burger King. Mr. 81. That's right. Cuss and bitch and rant and get it out of your system and you'll feel better for a little while. Yankee and the Brit on a country Saturday night. How about some Bob Randall over here? If you got a good woman. Brian Randall in a neon smoky haze. By request, Santo and Johnny, Sleepwalk. Ramblin' Jack Elliott. No, wrong guy. Sorry about that. Santo and Johnny, Sleepwalk. Boy, that tune is friggin', oh my God. Haven't heard that thing forever. Here's Ramblin' Jack Elliott. This one, thought Thomas might get a kick out of.
Went to the doctor.
Howdy, y'all. This is Steve Hickstick Hickman. For the hottest in independent country music, tune in to Yankee and the Brit.
Oh, right up there with I Want to Be That Man, one of the best Steve Hickman songs you can have. Right here with the Yankee and the Brit.
We get so far down this road. We go to Denison for some of our sign supplies, and we get so far down this road, and then I'm like digging around in my bag for my memory stick that's got the Steve Hickman tunes on, and it's become like this little bit of a ritual, We go down this road, and I have to have some Steve Hickman on, and because I've got used to having it on every time, it's what I require the next time. And
when
the
you
next
get
time
right
after
up there by that tree on the left up there, you got to push in the Steve Hickman music.
Yeah, that's how it works. It's exactly how it works.
I know. God, we got that thing nailed down. Oh, God, I love that tune, though. So cool. I Want to Be That Man is my second favorite.
I want to be a man.
When we met Steve, and he turned us on to his music, and I found that's the song I found first by him was Southern Nights, and I went friggin' berserk. I learned all the words, wrote all the words down.
He had his dick in his hand and everything.
It's friggin' badass. It's just way too cool.
He made
really puts
puddles.
a good feel in you, man. Alrighty, so anyways, we have a new song that Donna and I are going to try to do. And, of course, y'all are more than welcome to join us. Get in there and be part of it, as always.
We would love you to join in.
And
we are counting on it.
The more that get involved, the more fun it is. Really.
The more fucking around I've got to do on the video.
God damn it, quit pissing around over there. We want to have some fun. We may disappear someday. So we're just trying to make the best of it while we can, while we got all you great people here to hang out with us and sing along with us. And it doesn't even matter if you come in the chat or not. You're more than welcome to send us a video with you singing along to these songs. And it doesn't matter if you can sing, as long as it looks like you're getting the words right. That's all that matters.
Yeah, because we'll just cut all that out anyway.
And if you can sing, we'll add it right in there on top of everything, especially
Yeah.
the choruses. When we get to the verses, it's one thing, but when you get to the chorus, man,
Yeah, we had
jam the hell out of that
We had a
bitch.
hell of a time doing it actually with the solo cut because of you put the voices all exactly on top of each other, then it just sounds like one very loud voice. So I tried to split them up a little bit so you could hear each and everybody's voice.
Yeah,
and
we always try to make sure you can hear yourself because that's the fun of it.
Bob was the one that stood out.
Bob's your bloody uncle.
Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt.
You've got a fanny for an aunt?
Yeah.
Let me see.
You never know. One day we might just decide to hang up our headsets, and we have thought about it a lot of times.
Yeah, we still think about it. We talked about it yesterday too.
Yeah, we're just not sure where to go with it.
No, but as long as you keep spreading the word and sharing the page, we'll be here. Because that's what we like to do. We probably would keep on doing it anyways for our own fun, but maybe not as often or something. I don't know.
Well, you know, you guys are talking in the chat room about your different pains in your body and, you know, things that you can't do anymore that you used to be able to do. You know, depression hits us very hard over here. You know, Randy mentioned it earlier. I get so sunken down low some days I can't even, I can't even think about doing a show, and then I'm supposed to come on here all bubbly and loud and noisy.
But usually once we get going, too, it's not too bad.
Once we get into it, you know, yesterday evening was just sucked, you know. I didn't want to do it at all, but we ended up having a good time, you know. We ended up having a really good giggle.
And the more you guys get into it, the more you respond, the more we get like, yeah, cool, people are having fun. That's the thing, you know. And I just sit here and imagine in my head that you're probably not, but I like to imagine that you're all singing along and bopping and carrying on, even if you're working around the house and just listening or something, you know. I just imagine that. It's good for me. It's good for the soul. Good for the attitude, because I got a nasty attitude. Y'all know that already, but it's just a lot of fun. So anyways, here's the song we're going to give it a go. Now, we're going to try singing this probably tomorrow. We'll give it a go just to see if we can even get close. Well, yeah, we have to try it first. We haven't even tried the thing, and we're already talking about singing it. I don't even know if we can sing it or not, but, you know. See, Thomas, there's something you can do, man. You don't have to be able to play that guitar to sing. Get that karaoke music. That's what we do. Hell, I have no problem with that. What's that for?
That is the link to the lyrics.
Oh, okay, good. Post it again. Shut up. Why? Am I hitting a nerve there? Good. Get out there and get that karaoke music and sing along, man. Practice your singing and just kick ass. See, that's what happens in this house. Dan does it.
Yeah, really, really, really does
and I hope,
suck sometimes.
And I hope, and I think Donna does too, that we're making somebody, you know, Dan or Thomas or Cora or whoever, you know, Stacy, anybody that comes in. I hope we're making you feel good for her, even if it's just for an hour or two, you know. Just to, we've done our job then. That's it. You know, if you guys are just, you know, tickled to death with it.
Well, you know, I always I always try to be really cheerful.
Oh, Thomas is just missing me.
I said.
He said missing, not messing.
I know. I can read.
How do I know? Can't tell half the time.
We try to liven you guys up because we don't know what's going on in your lives. We don't know what your day-to-day life is like. So, you know, it might be really shit. It might be really good. But either way, we just want to, you know, try and give you guys a good night. But it sometimes sucks, you know. Everybody requests the same songs over and over. And you know, half the time I'm ready to hang up my headset because I just, I'm like, that old turkey. So for my sanity next week, hopefully you guys will request some different songs. So you've got to go searching for a Donna Joe song that you've never heard on the show before, just for my sanity.
Oh, shut up about that.
What?
That old turkey again?
It's not just Donna Joe. There's
what's
all
that?
the songs.
What's one of the first
other songs you guys?
One of the first things you taught me when you came over here.
What?
Are you still banging on about that?
Banging on about that. Request some other songs that we don't normally hear.
They do.
You know, that bloody Aaron Lewis song that you play for Lee. Oh, that song! I want to just drive.
If I thought
over
Lee
it.
was still here, I'd play it again because that's a trucker song right there, buddy.
I don't
that's
care what it is. I just want to hear something different on this show. What is the point in coming here every single week to do the same shit?
But I don't know if you've noticed, we don't give a shit what you think.
I give a shit what I think, even if nobody else thinks, even if nobody else cares what I think.
Get her done, son. Oh, you're a cranky old twat.
I am a cranky old twat.
Well, let's do this tune and see how it works out.
But if things don't change, you'll stay the same.
I know. That's the worst part about it. Let's give this a go and see what happens, shall we?
I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll say what my granddad used to say. I wish I had a cat so I could kick it.
Who says that, Thomas?
No, my granddad always used to say, I wish I had a cat so I could kick it. He'd raise his fist up in the air.
Walking the dog and kicking the cat. Driving a Peterbilt, that's where it's at. I think it's something.
But we need to do some different songs because one day we are just going to be a skid mark on the toilet bowl, yeah? And eventually it's just going to keep getting flushed and flushed and flushed. and there's just going to be the same old shit in there.
They'll wash us away.
Saying?
It'll wash us away.
It'll never wash away when there's the same old shit there.
Nothing like a good bowl wash. Shall we try this?
Yes, sir.
You're listening to one of the best internet radio stations around.
Random Man and Donna on the Yankee and the Brit Show.
Ready?
And now, the listener spotlight on the Yankee and the Brit Show.
Excelente! That was probably one of your best ones yet, Mr. Thomas. That was awesome.
Thomas Rollins Sr.
Yes, on the listener spotlight. And I just want to, before you press anything, turn the mics up as high as they will go. Listen to the crickets, guys and girls. This is the shit that we miss out on. Come on, crickets, do your thing.
Believe it or not, I hear them.
Do you?
I can hear that.
And I can't. I could hear him at the fridge.
You know how long it's been since I could hear the crickets?
I don't know what you're hearing, because I can't hear him. Hold on. Yeah, I can just hear them. Just.
Yeah, that's not the ringing in my ears this time.
Well, I wanted you guys to listen to the crickets nice and clear. Urgh.
Yeah, usually that microphone picks up everything, but I could just barely hear it.
What about the cricket in the studio here?
Not going to work today for some reason. I can't do it anymore. It's weird. I used to be able to do that really well. I don't know. Forget it. You sound like you're shitting yourself. Oh, anyways. Yeah, if anybody's got a song you want to sing and you'd like us to play it, send it over. It doesn't matter who you are. Send it over here. We enjoy it. We get a kick out of that stuff. Will you stop over there with that noise? He turned us down so he could hear his crickets. Look at him.
It's so nice to hear. And you know, would you believe, right, out here in Texas, and you hear that many crickets. There is that many crickets out there jumping up and down. And it don't even enter my head. I hear it as a beautiful sound. Yet when I had reptiles back in Derby, you know, I used to buy the boxes of crickets.
Yeah, and the crickets were screaming, no,
and
don't eat
they would
me.
whistle so loud.
Don't eat me.
They sounded like your school teacher's bloody whistle, you know, the...
I can't do any of that
Oh
anymore.
my gosh, the sound of them. I was tempted to go and chase these bloody crickets with a pissing cocktail stick in their heads because they just made so much noise. And you could never tell which ones were noisy in the shop when you buy them because as soon as you approach them, they all go quiet. So you don't actually know what you're buying. So, yeah, I always ended up with noisy pissing crickets. And by accident, I actually ended up breeding them. Totally by accident.
Pervert.
Yeah, by
You were
accident.
banging a cricket. That's disgusting.
Gosh, no.
Well, you said you were
They're
breeding
my
them.
friends, my lifelong friends.
Oh, shut up.
We have been doing that all week, would
I'm
you
so
believe?
sick of hearing that.
We're not even doing it on purpose, you know. Someone says something to us and like,
Shit just comes
gosh,
out.
no.
Shut up. Retard.
I know.
Okay, so anyways.
Sorry.
All right. Are you done yakking now?
I just wanted to tell everybody about the reptiles I used to keep in the noisy crickets.
Yeah, well, I don't think they want to hear about you breeding them either.
It was by accident. There was.
How do you screw a cricket by accident?
I wasn't screwing.
You said you were breeding them?
No, there was.
I know what you meant. Never mind.
Yeah, but I have to tell these guys now.
Right over her head.
There was just a little bit of an air gap in the tank, in the reptile tank, in my lizard's tank. There was just a little bit of damp in there as well, and it was just the right humidity level to breed these crickets. You know, the tank always seemed steamed up. And my lizard, I used to have a Chinese water dragon lizard, and this lizard was all day long getting fat, chasing these, well, I guess it was getting fit while it was getting fat, because it was eating all these crickets that were accidentally breeding. And also, that same bloody tank, crickets kept escaping from somewhere, so I kept finding crickets everywhere. But so luckily we sorted that problem. But oh gosh, it was just crazy times with those bloody crickets.
You're too much, dear.
But yeah, if you get just the right humidity levels and You can literally breed your own crickets. By accident. Everything I do is by accident, by the way. I accidentally grew 2 onions, didn't I?
Did you realize you're accidentally talking too much?
I'm accidentally talking too much, too.
I'm just kidding.
There's some crickets, Dan says. Quick, click the link.
Ooh, I almost got it again.
Oh,
well,
you
not quite.
suck. You suck.
God, I used to be able to do that cricket thing so easy, man. It's amazing.
Not that one. The one below it.
Not that one. Hit the machine.
Hit that machine.
I can't get it to stop now. Okay, where are we over here? Dan's
Dan
link here?
posted some
This one?
crickets.
Is it? How do you know that?
Because you just said there's some crickets.
That's not crickets. That's Buddy Holly. What do you?
Why did he say? Why did Dan say there's some crickets?
Oh, Buddy Holly and the Crickets. That's why, because they were his band. Oh.
See, you catch on way too slow.
Oh, you are a funny one, Mr. Man over there.
Brenda said, so did your brother. So they were both little shits at the back of the classroom making
Yeah, pretty
cricket
much.
noises.
Okay, I don't hear any crickets there. Do you?
I do.
I can't hear that.
We'll hear them better if you quit pressing shit.
That's the same damn one again. I don't hear that either.
Oh, now I hear the tree frogs. Let me tell you about this. Before I got to
She's gonna
Texas...
talk again.
Shut up! Before I come to Texas, I didn't even know tree frogs existed. I was out putting a sign up one day, and there was just this big bunch of trees next to each other, and I kept walking under this bunch of trees. It made like a bit of an archway. And I said to him, what is that noise? And of course he can't hear the noise. So I said, there's some noise coming from the trees. And, he says, I don't hear no noise. And it took us ages to establish that it's tree frogs. And I actually got a cute little picture of some tree frogs. Very, very cute.
There's another thing that is really sad, talking about Thomas and me and everybody with depression and all that shit. My hearing. I cannot hear the crickets anymore. And boy, do I miss that sound, you know. The sound of silence is rarity for me to even hear that because of the ringing in my ears. Terrible. Once in a while it stops enough I can hear the sound of silence,
That's
if you
just
will.
your wife.
Yeah, I know. But just to hear silence, complete quiet, is just impossible. And, you'd be surprised, if you think about it, how much you miss the sound of silence, really. Just pure quietness. It's impossible anymore. And I really miss that because, when I was young, I used to go out. I loved to be out in the woods, and you could just stop and hear nothing. Zero. And now, now I have that ringing in my ears constantly. It goes away once in a great while, but not enough for me to enjoy it.
But you always ask me how I know that it's going to be a sunny day, and that's what tells me it's going to be a sunny day. There's a certain feeling in the air, but there's also so much silence. I don't know why I don't hear the birds cheeping. I don't know, but on really, really hot sunny days like we had today, I wake up and there is no sound, and there's just a feeling in the air like you're going to have a hot day.
He can still do that, Brenda. I can't do it anymore for some reason. My lips are too dry from smoking or something, but...
You've been sucking too much dick.
Don't shut up, you disgusting twat. God. You used to be able to do that, though. Okay. So, boy, that sounds nice, doesn't it? Another one of my favorite sounds is a waterfall. Just to listen to the waterfalls. That's like... probably one of the coolest things, that you could ever listen to.
Nice of you to cut the sound off like that.
I know. Listen to that.
There you go, Dan. Sit back and relax.
Little babbling brook. Sounds like somebody taking a leak. Try this one. It's a little better.
Now he can't hear. He can't hear the hummingbirds. I even recorded the hummingbirds, and I bumped the volume up on this thing so loud just so he could hear the hummingbirds, and he could not hear them even at
I
its
didn't even know
loudest.
hummingbirds made a sound. I had no clue.
Yeah, they do. And hummingbirds are so smart as well, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. They're cool as hell to watch. I love it. We got to get ours hanging back up out here.
Yes.
Okay, I guess that's enough of that relaxing stuff for a little while. I don't know what that is. Shut up.
You heard that one then?
I did. Check this out, though. Brian James.
The Yankee and the Brit Show on the RTM Radio Network.
Give a damn. The Yankee and the Brits. Country Saturday night. I pretty much don't give a damn at all about anything, anytime. Yankee and the Brit. Country Saturday night. Here's another one from Thomas Rollins Sr.
That's a way to introduce Thomas. Did you just hear the biggest burp in the world? Should I do it again so you can all hear? All right.
You're turning your mic back off. It was nice and quiet. I didn't hear it, so hopefully nobody else did either. Disgusting oaf.
These guys hear everything.
Oh, jeez, you're so disgusting. Here's another from Thomas Rollins. Footlights, Merle Haggard cover. Check it out. Well, God damn it, one more fucking time, and I'm going to shoot the damn thing. Now, play it. Thank you. Yankee and the Brit, Country Saturday night. Thank you, Thomas. Good tune. Like that.
Thomas
Dan,
and his squeaky chair.
Dan was talking about, I missed the days when we could go camping. It would just storm and rain like all get out. Thunder was different back then. Rain on the roof of the camper. You know, Dan, sometimes when you get one of them Texas rains, it rains so goddamn hard in here, I can't turn the TV up all the way and hear it. And Donna and I can't talk. I mean, it really gets friggin' loud in here with that steel roof.
But I love it. I love it. I love it.
I do. I get such a relaxation run through me when it gets loud like that. It's just, wow, you know, it's awesome. And also another thing about the rain I like, too, is like in the spring, even in the summertime sometimes, when you just get rain coming through, no storms or nothing like that, but when it first starts to rain, you get that smell. Oh, that fresh smell of that fresh rain, you know. Like today, I see everybody, you know, and I don't understand, man. The weather was beautiful today, and we went to Sherman, and there's all these people all the time got their windows up, and I'm sure they got the air conditioning on and stuff. It's like, and we drive with the windows down. I'm still an old crank when it comes to that kind of thing, and we're driving along, and this guy was out mowing the grass, and I'm telling you what, that was the best damn smell I have smelled in quite a while, was that fresh cut grass. And how the hell people can stand to have the windows up and the air conditioning on and miss all that stuff is beyond me. We sometimes at night too, and this is badass. I mean, I don't know if I'm sure a lot of you have experienced, but like we come through Dallas sometimes after dark once in a while for working late, or through Frisco or some of the big cities. Well, it's not only how beautiful the lights are, but the smells from the restaurants.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
My God, you know, you smell ribs, you smell Mexican, you smell Indian, you smell Korean, you smell everything. And it is just like, oh, my God, the smells that come in your window. Why would you want to drive with the windows up? I just don't understand it, man.
Because sometimes it's the only way to stay cool, especially in the Texas heat. You know,
yeah, but I'm talking about on a day like, when it's 100 degrees, yeah, but on days like today, what the hell you need the fucking window up for?
We had the windows right down today, and I was thinking today was the first day where we've had the windows down and not felt cold.
And you very rarely see anybody driving around here with the windows down. You know, I just can't understand how you could do that. You miss so much.
I was thinking back to, because we were talking about rain, I was thinking back to my birthday last year. It absolutely pissed it down, and most people will, especially in the UK, will moan when it's raining. Me and Randy on my birthday last year, we was splashing in puddles and kicking water over each other. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was great. Had a hell of a time, man.
We was having to wait for this customer of ours to show up, and you know, we sat there waiting for ages. So we just like thought, bugger it. If the customer has to meet us soaked, then the customer.
Nothing like jumping in a mud puddle.
Yeah,
stomp your feet.
We got covered in water, and it was a great time.
You got to enjoy that stuff, man. You can't let life beat you up, and it will. It'll kick your ass, man. And I know, you know, I'm such a miserable old bastard most of the time, but goddamn, I still miss the simple things. Maybe that's what's wrong. with me is there's not so much simple stuff anymore. Everything's so fucking complicated. You know, technology was supposed to make everything easier, and if you want my opinion, it's more of a pain in the ass than anything. You know, you go into a store, and if the credit card machine doesn't work, or I'm sorry, we're closed, we can't take any money. Well, you can't even take fucking cash. No, the computer, the register doesn't. What the hell is that?
One thing that annoyed us when we went to Ohio a couple of months ago, we get, you know, we take our cards with us, and we get to the petrol pump, and we swipe the card, and suddenly it doesn't like the card, and then, you know, you get a text message from the bank 20 minutes later, and the bank will say, we notice your card has been used in so many different places, and then they go and they'll say, is this you? And you say, yes, this is me.
Which is so fucking stupid. Anybody can say that.
And then, but not everybody has your phone.
Yeah, whatever.
But anyway, they cut the card, and, you know, by then you've already pulled out your other card and probably used money that you don't want to use because they've stopped your bloody card.
I hate that fucking shit. I'll handle my money. When I think there's a problem, or if I lose my card or whatever, I'll call you and I'll tell you, put a hold on my card. I'm not going to say, I lost my card, I'll go find it later. First thing I'm going to do is, where's my money? Cut my card off. I don't need you fucking babysitting me, telling me that, you know, hey, we stopped your card because we don't know what's going on. It's like I'm fucking traveling. Follow the chain. Look at it. Watch. You got all my fucking records right there where I bought fuel. Watch. It goes from state to state to state. I'm headed in a direction, you know?
Well, I see the flip side to that.
I don't see it.
No, just listen to
No, I don't want to hear it.
Listen!
It's my way or the highway, baby.
My friend had someone...
You don't have any friends.
Someone went behind the desk where she was working. All she did was went to the toilet. Someone went behind the desk, stole her card out of a bag, and the bag was already locked up in the drawer. This person got in the drawer, took her card out of her bag, and by the time she'd even realised, someone had duplicated the card and it was being used in a different country as well as Scotland. So I totally understand how they try and look after you.
What I don't understand is why didn't she keep that stuff with her?
Because she had it locked in a drawer. You think it being locked in a drawer is going to be safe?
No,
you know?
I wouldn't. Not that kind of thing. My cards go where I go. That's it. I don't leave nothing to chance. You can't. You can't do that.
No, but the point being is that
it's pointless.
No, the point being is that had her bank not contacted her and said, hey, your card's been used here, here, and here, you know, she would have had no chance of getting that money back. She got all that money back from the bank. You know, she was covered because she got those calls. And they said, was this you making this transaction?
I prefer the old-fashioned way. I'll handle my affairs. Stay the fuck out of my business.
Yeah, but still, I'm glad that they looked after her, you know.
Well, why can't they pick up the phone and call and say, hey, we see your card's been used a lot. Are you having troubles? How about doing that instead of just shutting the fucking thing off and not asking first?
Well, they used to do that.
Okay, why don't they do it now? Because they're fucking lazy. If we can do it online, we don't have to talk to anybody.
And we've been in Walmart. This is the annoying thing. We've been in Walmart. We've got, you know, however much money's worth of stuff that's been scanned. And you go to pay, and suddenly you know that there's money on there. You know there's a few $100s on there. And suddenly your card won't work. So you actually walk out of Walmart, or you've already paid with a different card. But you have to say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go and find my other card.
I know, how embarrassing is that? To stand there and they decline your card because they cut it off.
I'm sure there's money on this thing.
Fuck you, stay out of my business.
And then 10 minutes after you've left Walmart, they'll call you, and it's the bank or it's PayPal calling you up, and they'll say, is this you? Did you try and make this transaction? And then they'll say, well, you'll be able to use this card again in 2 minutes. Well, 2 minutes is too pissing late. You've already
2 minutes.
walked
I'm already
away
in
from
my car and I'm leaving because you embarrassed me.
Yeah, you've either walked away from a shopping trolley full of food, or you've used a card that you're not supposed to use. You know, that's the annoying bit. But you know, I see both sides of it. So
Thomas in the chat, I got to ask you. I know this probably sounds stupid from your end, but how do you not know what fresh cut grass smells like? What do you mean watermelons?
I've never known it to smell like watermelons.
I think it just smells awesome. It has its own smell. It's fantastic.
I tell you, when I was a kid, we used in the summer, and the school, they'd cut the grass, and there was always big piles of fresh cut grass. And we'd always end up having a grass fight, throwing grass at each other, burying each other in these big, giant piles of grass. We'd always end up going back into classroom after the dinner break, covered in grass, grass in our hair, grass in our undies,
Grass in your ass.
Yeah, literally.
Grassy ass.
You just don't care when you're a kid and you got grass stains on your knees.
Try to get those out of your jeans.
Yeah.
Just doesn't work. That's crazy. $427 was spent in Africa. Now, it's like, isn't the bank fucking intelligent enough to see that it's like, okay, this guy's in Georgia. Did he get to Africa in 10 minutes? Like, I just don't get that shit. Technology sucks.
Well, no, but they don't know he's only been... He could have been in Africa. But look, yeah, it's good. It's good that they looked after him.
Oh, maybe it's because it's Georgia grass. I don't know. Smoke some. Tell me what it tastes like. Maybe it tastes like watermelon wine. Anyways, it's bullshit, I remember a day when the electricity would go off and the stores didn't close and they would stay open and they would just say, well, we don't have any electric. I'll have to handwrite you a receipt. Okay, fine. Here's your money. Here's some cash. Give me a receipt. I don't care. Just so I can prove that you took my money. That's all I'm worried about. So
it has gone. It has gone way too crazy. It has gone overboard. Everything has gone
ridiculous.
Overboard.
Goddamn Big Brother up your ass.
Especially me being in America, it's just 10 times worse than the UK. You guys will not even... you'll probably understand the simplicity of things from when you were younger, but it's just not as crazy over there. It's getting that way by the things I see on Facebook. It seems like the UK is getting just as crazy as America, but when I was there, it was, it was still pretty normal. Everything was pretty good.
All I know is I'll handle my own affairs, and I don't need anybody's input. That's the one thing that bugs me. Don't mess with my money. You can fuck with me. You can rob me. You can steal from me. Club me over the head and take my truck, whatever. But don't fuck with my money, because I will fucking hunt you down. That's all I'm saying.
What exactly are we going to fuck with?
Oh, shut up. You are such a twat. Let's play some music, shall we?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yanki and the Brit Country Saturday night. What's going on, man? Nice to have you here. Saban Sharp is going to be joining us on the 16th of June. Check out this tune, man. This is called Out of Town.
More music. Flashing back. Music now. Power. More hit music. Summer music. Power. WOCS.
Well, it's that time. Time to go to bed. Yanki and the Brit going to call it quits for tonight. A couple minutes left and we are out of here.
Bob Kennedy is in the chat room.
Hello,
we'll
Bob.
Say hello to him first before we flush the toilet on you guys.
How are you, lad? Who was singing?
I was asking, was he singing? There was a question mark at the end of that sentence.
Oh, there is.
Changes it from a statement to a question.
Very good.
So Bob was singing tonight.
We've been listening to the crickets and talking stupid.
Yeah, I've been talking the right load of shit tonight. Thomas, get rid of all the riffraff in the chat room. Even if you're feeling poorly, boot them all out. Stick the key underneath the scary Bubba Henry.
Hey, whatever.
No, Bubba Henry's not really scary. Bubba Henry is going to be my next romantic mistake. He will be my next romantic
You can't
mistake.
put it under the gnome. I knocked it over when I was weed eating and broke it.
Ah, see why I couldn't say the scary gnome?
I see. I got it now. Uh-oh, time to pet the hot kitty. Thomas is going to...
Thomas is getting some.
That's one thing he can still do. Arthritis ain't stopping that bone.
And you better be able to tonight, mister. Otherwise, you're sleeping with the dog.
Okay. I'll give it to him instead. Oh, my gosh. That's embarrassing.
Good night, Brenda the Blender.
Yes, love you guys. Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Spread the word, share the page, click the like button, blah, blah, blah. You know the story. Shouldn't have to keep asking you. It's all right, Bob. We know you love us. That's the main thing.
Yeah, we love Bob, and thanks for your advice today, Bob.
Hell no. Bobo always. Ooh, Christy's dick's got a name, for God's sake. Bobo. Okay. That's all I know. Basically, we're finished.
We are done. We are out of here.
I'm going to spend my day tomorrow outside. Well, I got a little sign work to do, but...
No, you're not. You're getting some pussy inside.
That's tonight, not tomorrow.
And tomorrow.
Ah,
You better
shut
have
up.
some stamina, boy.
Bullshit. I got shit to do. I'm going outside to weld some more track. I got the generator fixed, the welder fixed, and I get to go out and weld now, baby. I tried it out today. Whoop, whoop. Should be able to pull that train out of the barn here and get it all straightened out in there. Then I can start working on a train that's getting closer every day.
I wonder if you're going to be needing a glamorous assistant for that.
I don't know, but anybody that's following along, you know how it works. So.
Yeah, last time the bloody thing derailed.
You have anything nice to say about anything?
We
you
needed a
old twat?
crowbar and a lot of swear words.
You ever say anything
What?
Nice?
Yes, I do.
When?
I have some nice words to say.
You do?
Yeah. Screw me
Must
now.
have missed that one.
Screw me now.
Okay, well, say goodnight, Donna.
Night, Donna.
Yankee and the Brit's the place to be. Radio living is the life for me. Airwaves spreading out so far and wide. Keep your FM, just give me that internet side.
Online is where I'd rather stay. I've got a lot of music to play. I just adore a Yankee view. Darling, I love you, but give me a show to do.
The Chat.
The Brats.
On air.
That's fair.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, British life.
The Yankee and the Brit on air.